Hello friends, in this video we will be discussing about what is that number one skill required for you to perform during the interview and get selected companies like Big Four or maybe any other big corporate house. So if you are preparing for an interview or if you are in the final year of your management degree or college degree or maybe anything and you are seeking to get selected into the Big Four company or maybe the big organization, very reputed organization of your own industry in which you are pursuing your management qualification or engineering qualification or anything else. So what do you think? Is that analytical skills or maybe the problem solving skills or maybe the case study what is given during the interview, that is the skills required, or the communication skills? The topmost important skills to become successful in all this scenario is called the communication skills. Communication skill is the core in the center of all these other skills which are into the periphery of this skill. So what is required for you to become confident into the communication skills? Number one thing, communication has two parts. One is called the verbal communication, another one is called the written communication. So mostly during the interview process, the verbal communication plays a very important role, and that's open the door to get entered for the next round of interview or maybe the next selection step, that is called solving the problem or maybe the group discussion or maybe the case study presentation. So what exactly you need to do to break this hurdle or this chain of clearing this first interview? So important thing is, when it comes to the communication skills, communication, it means that you should be in the position to communicate well so that your interviewer or the people, those who are other side of the table, they will be able to understand that you are very well prepared and you are the right fit, especially for this profile or for this position, to give the right solution. And what is that indication for the right solution is the communication only. So how good you are in communication, how good you are in terms of your voice, how good you are in terms of your selection of words, composition of the sentences, and then presenting it and with the rational and the logical aspect of the communication. So remember here, either you are presenting the case study, either you are sharing about your past experiences, or maybe you are sharing about your study itself during the interview process. Interviewer is least interested into the content. They are more interested into that how well you are presenting in front of them. So there are few key to become successful into this entire process. Number one, if you are going to face any interview, you need to come prepared for such things. So what is the way to crack this hurdle or this complex situation is that before you face any interview, write down all the possible questions which you will be going to face for this position. And then in front of these questions, write down all the possible best answers which you think are the most appropriate. And many times when you go through this exercise or this process, you will find that you are not only going to satisfy with the one answer, you are again putting best of your the second attempt and the third attempt. And when do you think that this answer is the most appropriate, is the best fit, especially to answer this question, and that's your right answer to come and share the interviewer and present them. So write down the top 10 questions. When it comes to giving your own introduction, just keep your introduction for within 1 minute so that it should not going to take a lot of time. Do not share the information which is already shared into your CV. Most of the people, they are again repeating their, all this information which is mentioned there in their CV. These informations your interviewer may see into the CV what is mentioned over there. But yes, that's also open the door of opportunity for you to communicate more. Like if you are mentioning there your hobby is watching cricket, so they can ask you, okay, tell me about the last match between India and Australia, what happened? Who was the player who scored the highest run over there? Who is the bowler who took the highest wicket in that match? Who was the man of the match? Like that. So you will see this is the process over there. So that is why it is important that you mention your hobbies, you mention or your other curriculum activities. Like for an example, you are the captain of any cricket team or the football team or maybe any other activity in your college or school. if you are mentioning that as an achievement, so your interviewer may ask you a lot of questions in relation with that. And remember here, many people, they are trying to convince the interviewer for the questions which they are not very well aware. So if you are not aware, there the policy which you need to really adopt and learn over there, tell them, sir, I do not know the right answer for this. I will get back to you. I can learn more about this. I am interested to learn more about this. So be honest, especially for the questions for which you are not prepared, and there are chances that you may get and face sometime the Yorker or the googly ball also in front of the interviewer. So for such situation, do not make fuzzy, do not get confused and put them into the ambiguity of these answers. They may be your possible answers, but tell them, sir, I am not prepared for this. This will reflect your honesty over there, and this will not going to demean your reputation. Rather, this will going to build your reputation, that the answer which you are not aware, you are so honest in sharing them and telling them that I am not aware about this. So these are the few things which are very much important when it comes to the communication skills. Remember here, when it comes to narration of any story or any success story or any hurdle which you have overcome into your student life or maybe facing any project, when you are narrating this, maintain pauses in between the sentences. That is why you will be able to solve the problem and you will be able to recall all the things which you might have done earlier. So when it comes to you are facing like 3 people or 4 people into the interview panel, when one person is going to ask you any question, or maybe he want to know more about anything, it's not that you always look towards this person. Always look around, all the 3-4 people, those who are there in the interview panel. So these few things are very much important to crack any interview, and then this will be going to be your door to open for the next opportunity, that is called the second round of interview. So we will be going to learn more about this type of things. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like this video and share this video with your other friends. Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching Dear Life by Pankaj Sharma. Thank you.